withered away. And that was the problem with Martha, and that's what God explained. God said, the cares of this world, you are careful about a lot of things, and that is be the problem. The Swedish is one of your problems. But you're worried about so many different things. You're distracted by so many different things. You're busy with so much different things. You're bothered by so much different things. You get a boss, so much people around. But you forget the one thing that's important, and that's that you need to be the best wife that you can be. And that's all you gotta do. Just be the best wife, the best woman, the best God-fearing woman there is. So don't worry about it, sweetie. Don't worry about being bothered. Don't worry about being bad. Don't worry about going around being bossy. Simply put, just be the best wife you could be. Stay God-fearing. Stay close to God's feet. Listen to his word, do God's will. So God, appreciate and bless us, guys. Protect us. Please help the wives to initiate the Heavenly Father. Don't let the sweetie win. In all things, Heavenly Father, our Lord Jesus, we put you first. In Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
The views expressed on this program are not the views of ZNS TV 13 and, by extension, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a champion in the cancer fight passes, prison officials looking to secure additional training, culture in the park hits Angliston, and in sports, Devin Charlton sets a new world record. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, starts now.
A super run on Super Bowl Sunday. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jiminita Swain, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thanks so much for tuning in. The gold, black, and aquamarine flying high at the Millrose Games in New York earlier today. Devin Charlton set a new indoor world record in the 60-meter hurdles. Her time was 7.67 seconds. We'll have more on this historic feat coming up in sports. On a more somber note, a cancer fighter transitions. Founder and president of the Sister Breast Cancer Support Group and two-time cancer survivor Andrea Sweeting passed away Saturday. She was 75 years old. The nation's chief Prime Minister Philip Davis and his wife among those mourning her death. A giant in the cancer community, the Prime Minister hailed Sweeting as a remarkable woman who was a symbol of hope and resilience for so many across the Bahamas. Andrea's personal battles with cancer, he said, did not dim her spirit and instead ignited a fierce determination to support others facing similar challenges. In the Bahamas, Davis said Andrea's impact was profound. She transformed her personal trials into a nationwide crusade for awareness, support, and healing, touching lives in every corner of our islands. Her legacy is woven into the fabric of our community, said, a lasting reminder of what it means to fight with grace and to lead with love. Another person also extending condolences to Sweeting's family is DeQuesta Dean, the operator of the Jenny Dean Cancer Caring Support Group.
She was a giant of a lady, a hero, a national hero, international hero. She worked diligently to make sure that cancer patients could have access to ports and medication and whatever support that they needed. I feel that her service was so selfless. She was always helpful. You could call to ask a question and she would give you information, or she would guide you and try to support you as best as possible. She has set an example of what it really means to serve others and to serve country.
Dean said she heard about Sweeting even before officially meeting her, and now that she's gone, she will push even harder as a cancer advocate.
So many lessons from Mrs. Sweeting's life. Some of those lessons include not just advocating, but educating other people about cancer, about resiliency and stickability, about building relationships, about going beyond self, and about serving others in a way that makes them feel humane. Every day, people are being diagnosed with cancer, and no one cancer support group is sufficient to serve the entire community. What I liked about what she modeled for me particularly is how to be humble as you serve others.
In other news tonight, the other side of the impact of gun violence that some people may not think about is the fact that some persons may consider taking their own life. Local psychiatrist Dr. Petra Forbes notes that at least 2 studies show statistically there is an increase in suicide attempts associated with gun violence. She highlights areas of concern.
So if you know someone who has had a past history of cutting or self-interest behavior, they're withdrawing from family and friends, they're drinking more or abusing marijuana or substances even more, they're more irritable, they're not sleeping, they're falling behind on their job or their task. These are red flags that we need to look out for in these individuals. And offer a judgment-free space, because mental illness can impact anyone. It can even impact myself, right? Because stress is such a profound thing that can rock anyone's world.
More outreach is the appeal Deputy Commissioner of Police Lehman Delaveau extended to one Rotary Club during a recent visit. Lamenting the cycle of homicides impacting young men, the Deputy Commissioner made this request of the Rotary Club of West Nassau.
Move from your Western District. Move into the other communities. Try to assist us wherever possible. We will partnership with you as we have done. We need these young men in particular to be reached. I have been following you from time to time. You continue to do well, but I'm asking you, I'm begging you to try and do a little more to save our nation. All is not lost. There are thousands of young men and women who continue to make significant contribution to this country. But it's just a few bad apples that we need to find a way to reach them. And if we cannot reach them, then we need to put them where they belong.
Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, Acting Commissioner of the Corrections, Don Clare, and a team from the Bahamas Department of Corrections are set to travel to Italy this Sunday to sign an MOU with the Italian government. The Memorandum of Understanding will facilitate the training of 25 prison officers, with the training set to be funded by the Italian government. Clare shares when that training will commence and what it will entail.
Once we sign the MOU, the Italian government is saying that we're looking around March, April. One of the main training that I will wish for them to, at least what we are negotiating with them currently, is to do a proper assessment of inmates. In other words, why did you come here? We must find the exact cause. And once we find the exact cause, we then now can have that antidote to fix that cause. So that's what we are looking forward now to help from the Italian government.
Teachers, administrators, and education officers taking full advantage of training and networking exercises in artificial intelligence and ChatGPT services. Acting Director of Education Dominic McCartney Russell talked about a key partnership forged for training.
In discussions with Coding Bahamas to see how they could offer support as well in terms of training for students, training for teachers, and then of course training for parents. Yeah, students are already using ChatGPT as well, and so we're also looking to reform the curriculum so that, particularly in language arts, we're looking for different things, because if they're using the artificial intelligence to augment their homework and classwork, we need to know, how to monitor that, and evaluate that.
If you're a motorist who regularly traverses the streets of Western New Providence, then you may want to listen up for this one. The Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs notifying the public of roadworks to take place in the coming days. That's the section of Carmichael Road between Ramsey and Bacardi Road set to undergo roadwork exercises starting tomorrow, February 12th through Wednesday, February 14th. Bahamas will then concentrate its efforts on the 15th and 16th to Cowpen Road, just west of 8th Avenue. Exercises on each day will begin promptly at 7:30 in the morning and end daily at 2:30 in the afternoon. Ministry of Works officials ask that vehicle owners remove their cars from roadsides in the area, effective immediately. Also to come, an anti-crime activist celebrated. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. More news in a moment.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights, a symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. Residents and visitors got an opportunity to check their blood, glucose, and cholesterol levels during a free health screening Friday at the Nassau Cruise Port. Pharmacy technician Nicole Sands says the screenings are important as it allows individuals to check for disease and health conditions before there are any signs or symptoms, making them easier to treat.
Enlightening customers, they want to know anything about our over-the-counter products, even our pharmaceutical products. We have like a large variety of OTCs that they can use for how it's the cold season, like the flu season now. We have the vitamin C's, we have all the zinc, and all those type stuff that can help prevent during this time.
She offered a number of tips on staying healthy during this cold and flu season.
Staying warm, taking your vitamins, boosting the immune system, exercise, water, basically your diet, really. Because if your diet is not really good, it lowers your immune system, and you're more prone and susceptible to the colds and flus.
As a well-known figure in the conflict resolution and anti-crime counseling, activist Dr. Carlos Reed is being celebrated for his many years of mentoring youngsters otherwise pegged for a life of crime. During the recent Fox Hill Anti-Crime Initiative, John Joseph lauding Reed as an important guide towards rebuilding his life as he celebrates a thriving career as a young barber.
2 years ago, I was incarcerated, and I met Carlos Reed. He came to the Simpson Penn School for Boys to do a function on Saturday and what's not. He came and he spoke to us, and a lot of those stuff that he spoke to us about, I took heed into. And when I came out, I got a parking boy job, and after that, I stock up my money and what's not, and after that, I just invest in barbering. Because one day, I think I was going to do my passport. I was renewing my passport, and I was walking past Carlos Reed Center, and after I was like, man, I gotta stop by to let Carlos Reed know how my journey went and what's not, and due to the fact that he came to speak to me and it affected me in my life and caused me to turn my life around and do more positive things.
Dr. Reed embracing the moment and also encouraging others to follow a similar path to success.
When we look at our country and we see so much young men going wayward, we would believe that everybody ain't doing something positive. I think these young men show that you can't be doing something positive, you can't live your dream and make some money at the same time. And that's the encouragement what we want to give to young persons out there. Find something that you're passionate doing and let it or allow it to make some money for you so you can live your best life.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Attention, all Bahamians. Our country needs your input to help shape our future, economy, and reputation. We encourage you to take part in the Made in the Bahamas survey today. This certification is a mark of quality, a symbol of our national pride, resilience, and commitment to producing superior products and services. Go online to madeinthebahamas.info. Your voice, our future. Let's make our products a symbol of our nation's greatness.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This is ZNS Total Sports. Welcome to your Sunday Sports on this Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports football on the back burner. As this weekend, we saw another amazing Bahamian track and field performance. This time, a world record has fallen by the wayside. Bahamian national record holder Devin Charlton, the 2022 World Indoor Champion, setting a women's World Indoor record in the 60-meter hurdles at the 116th Millrose Games earlier today, winning the race in a time of 7.67 seconds. Charlton broke the old mark of 7.68, held by Sweden's Susanna Kallur, set in 2008. Charlton would defeat Jamaica's Daniel Williams and American Tia Jones, who would finish second and third. Charlton making herself the woman to beat in next month's World Indoor Track and Field Championships set for Glasgow, Scotland. To the association, another strong outing for Bahamian NBA star Buddy Hield in his second game with his new team, the Philadelphia 76ers. Hield providing 23 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals in 36 minutes of play during the Sixers' 119-113 win over the Wizards. After seeing his role decline upon moving to the bench for the final 3 games with the Pacers, Buddy was traded to Philadelphia ahead of Thursday's trade deadline. Hield has seen his value skyrocket with the Sixers Sixers in only 2 games. He's produced 43 points on 45% shooting and 38% shooting from 3. Still on Buddy Buckets, giving his take on the blockbuster trade with Sports Minister the Honorable Mario Bolag. As a former national team coach, he has a very close relationship with Heald.
Well, I like the trade for him. When he got traded, before I saw the news, I got a message that was forwarded to me from Arthur Thompson that he would have forwarded to Arthur on the trade. And so then, split second, my phone started getting more texts about the trade. But I'm happy knowing that you got Embiid, someone who is inside, and based that what they got with Maxey, they had the point they needed, another straight-out flat shooter. And I think he will help them along the way as playoff. We get moved towards the playoffs. So Sixers are struggling right now. He started last night. He had a good game, and so it tells that the move, I think, is better for him and the Sixers than it is for Indiana.
The Blue Whale Sporting Complex was the place to be on Saturday as it played host to the sporting portion of the 80th birthday celebration festivities of Reverend Dr. William Thompson, a man whose impact across the country is wide-ranging from almost every sector, including religion, culture, and sports. The former baseball player was also the Little League coach of the nation's chief, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, who popped on over to the park to join in on the celebrations.
It's had quite an impact and influence on my life from as a young man. He was my first baseball coach. I played for his junior league, his little league baseball team. It was called junior league in those days, which is called Boybina Dry Goods team. I was the shortstop. That was way back in those days. He taught me how to hold the gloves, throw the ball, and bat. And from then, he's been in my life.
This has been a tremendous lesson to me today. I truly thought when the team told me that they were having this to invite all of the former athletes and other athletes to come and have 2 competitive games going on, I had no idea it would have been this tremendously attended. So this has really been a blessing.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Super Bowl Sunday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Andrew Knowles began his sponging career at the age of 15. He was a high school dropout living in North Andros, looking to make an honest living.
So when I come into Red Base, I meet an old man by the name of Stansel Russell. So I asked him to show me how to sponge because I didn't have no education to get no job. So he really take me out. He said, well, I could take you out on the weekend. So I said, I'll appreciate that. I couldn't wait until the big break to get out there down by the dock. I meet him and his wife, and he take me out and he learned me the different sponges.
Fast forward to today, and Knowles says he's thankful for the knowledge generously imparted to him as it gained him a sense of independence and financial freedom.
If the man didn't learn me, I might have been in prison or been already dead. But he learned me something so I could live by and feed my family, and then others, I could learn others how to sponge, to get, a good living. Not whereby you guys steal. I never had that in mind. I always like white.
Once the leading industry in the Bahamas, sponging saw some 600 vessels harvesting sponges worth tens of thousands of dollars. In 1938, a fungus devastated sponge beds, causing a collapse of the industry. Yet Assistant Fisheries Superintendent Glenn Gator notes the industry remains fairly healthy on North Andros. In fact, he says you'd be surprised how many products we use on a daily basis that use sponges, from cosmetics to athletic wear. Gator says you may be using a piece of sponge fish from the waters of Andros.
Sponge is also used in furniture. They're used for and sometimes in footwear. And a large amount of sponge is used for when it comes to, the roller that you use for painting. That is the brush itself or the roller, that comes from some mostly natural sponge.
And according to Andrew Knowles, Bahamians can make a pretty penny from sponging.
You could make plenty money. Like if I work 1 month straight, constantly, like say from 5 till about 4 o'clock each day, I should make good 100 grand, close to $100,000.
Out of his pure love for the profession, Noel says he offers classes to anyone interested in learning the trade. If you're interested, reach out to the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources for more information. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
ZNS Northern Service is heading back to welcome to bed. Oh, see a shark right there.
Voice off, you know how to smell?
Yes, I got that. I checked that off.
The weather's perfect, the food's great, people are very friendly.
A week of live shows and the latest news, as well as reveal the untold narratives through the eyes of Biminites, as well as share with you why people from all over the world come to this beautiful island. Join us on February 12th through the 16th from 3 to 4 p.m. only on the ZNS Network.
There ain't no place with better diving than Bimini. We have undersea adventures right here in Bimini.
Join us for the rebroadcast of the 2024 Anthony Huck Williams Jr. Junkanoo Parade, Saturday, February 17th at 1 p.m.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jimenita. We have mostly clear skies, temperature a warm 78 degrees, relative humidity just around 66%, southeast winds at 11 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,017.7 millibars, that's 30.05 inches. And your temperatures around the Family Violence this evening, Marshall Barbacoa at 76, Green Torquay 78 degrees, 78 also in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands 76, Alistan, Bimini 76 degrees, 74 in Harbor Island, Rock, Sandy, Luttrell 78, 78 also in Fresh Creek, Central Andros. Kemp's Bay, South Andros, Black Point, Exuma at 80 degrees, Alderstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key 79. We have an 80 degrees in Georgetown, Exuma. That just changed to 81 degrees. 80 degrees in Ragged Island, Clarence Town, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Megawana 78, Acklands at 78. Also Matthew Tiny Nagua reporting 78, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 79 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight through tomorrow, the northwestern islands, southeast to south winds 12 to 18 knots, the wave heights 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. High tide, that will take place at 9:05 tonight, a second high tide at 9:27 tomorrow morning. Now for the central and southeastern islands, the wind southeast at 15 to 20 knots, and this also tonight through tomorrow. The wave heights at 4 to 7 feet, holding a caution flag in place for boaters in the central and southeastern islands. Satellite pictures, well, it's showing a front boundary across the central Gulf of Mexico. That's going to continue moving towards the south and east. We expect it to move into the northwest Bahamas on Tuesday evening, pushing through the capital Tuesday night early. That will bring with it some clouds, some showers along the front boundary, but behind that we'll have a nice little cool down. Tonight we are looking at mainly clear skies, 70 degrees for your low temperature. Tomorrow it's going to be mostly sunny, a bit breezy and very pleasant with a high temperature of 81 degrees. Extended weather forecast, nice weather through Monday. A frontal system comes in Tuesday afternoon late, and then we'll see some showers as that front pushes through, but behind that we get those temperatures back into the low 60s into Thursday, and that warming trend would not start until we head into the weekend. Jimenita.
Thanks, Basil. A celebration of unity and culture brought to life, this time in the Angliston community with its Culture in the Park. Charlie Jones has this story.
Music, food, and spirit. All of these are key components of Bahamian culture. In partnership with the Angliston community, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is bringing it to the park with their Culture in the Park Community Festival.
So tonight we'll have persons performing like Big Bra, we'll have Ebony performing, we'll have the Bible and New dancers performing, and so it's going to be an exciting time.
As for the importance of events such as this, Cultural Affairs Officer Henry Higgins believes it can be beneficial to the development of the area.
It is important, first of all, so that our people have an appreciation for their culture. They have appreciation for the artists, but at the same time, the artists in the community will also have an opportunity to perform. Not only that, it brings economic empowerment to the community because the vendors get a chance to sell their wares and make some money.
The festivities continued into the late night as the Anglerston community celebrated its 50th anniversary with an all-Bahamian concert. In attendance, Anglerston Member of Parliament, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, who says the event is a showcase of how far they have come.
And we thought it very important in the constituency of Anglerston, particularly with the wonderful legacy of majority rule in this particular constituency with the Clifford Darling, and also the progress of our people in general and the good people of Anglerston, that we would pause in the face of all of the negativities, the challenges, the setbacks, to always keep in the center focus.
Junior Junkanoo reigning champion C.H. Reeves Junior High entertained the crowd with their award-winning performance. Instructor Clovis McKinney is ecstatic seeing their win open doors of opportunities for the students.
It feels good. They know that the girls, they are being exposed and they are going to really, really enjoy themselves. And I am happy for them because they are good girls and we have to keep and have our brothers keep us. So I am proud of them. I really am proud of them.
Those gathered to enjoy the celebration content to feel a sense of connection.
It's good to see that the community is together and the young children, because there's a lot of negativity portraying on young children. And this here is a positive move in the right direction.
After a night of culture and Bahamian music, the Anglerston community has a newfound sense of togetherness. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charlia Jones.
Thanks, Charlia. Before we go, I want to spend a special happy birthday to my grandmother, Catherine Cooper, who is celebrating her 88th birthday today over in Grand Bahama. I hope you had a great day. And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.